Hello, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Richel, the podcast. I'm Richel Stratton.
Brian Murray.
How are you doing on this rainy day, Brian?
I love it because it's raining.
I know you like rain. I walked in the rain today.
You did?
Yes.
How wet?
3 miles.
Can I say something right off the bat?
I was sopping wet.
It's been raining all day.
I know.
I noticed that there's you did your hair differently.
Yeah, I parted it differently.
You look like a proper woman.
I am a woman.
But I mean, like proper.
A lady?
Yeah, like.
What do you guys think?
Super important.
Do you like it? Super important?
Like, I command. It looks good.
I was going to say, you're really good at giving compliments. Keep going.
Yeah, I command this room is mine. When I walk into this motherfucker, you better notice because I'm a proper woman, not just,
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it
So
struck me like it's.
You like the side part?
I wasn't. Yeah, I get yes,
or do
I
you
do.
just like the way it's like curled under, kind of?
It looks like you came out of a beauty salon, and I know you didn't.
No, I came out of my bathroom.
But you did that yourself?
Yes, and I don't like it.
Well, it's not about you.
No, both
about
Chris and
us.
Landon told me that it was like really, really pretty.
So
Like it looked really, really nice. And I was like, you guys are lying. Where's Levi? He'll tell me the truth. I said, what do you think of my hair, Levi? And he says, eh. I was like, thanks. I
I
appreciate
think it looks
you.
good. You guys do too. Don't lie.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, anyways.
But yeah, so when I started my walk, it was drizzling. Like just a little spit. So I was like, it'll be fine. I got halfway done. And it started raining. Like, really raining.
Well.
And I thought, I've done it half of it. I'm not stopping now.
Might as well finish, right?
Yeah.
You're an amphibious motherfucker.
I had to wring my clothes out on the porch. My shoes are next to the door. Like, when I was walking there, I'm going...
I love the sound effects. Is that Rainhead?
No, I showered.
Okay. After the rain?
Yes.
Did you think it was dirty?
I thought, I just need to shower.
Okay. What's wrong with you?
I usually try to shower on the days that we have a podcast.
Oh, okay, for
the camera.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. You want next week? I'm not showering.
Roughing it.
And you guys, next
Oh.
week, you guys won't have to just, see what it looks like.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
But anyway, how was your weekend?
It seemed long.
It was the 4th of July, so that's probably why. It was a holiday weekend.
Yeah, but it's not like it used to be.
What do you mean?
I don't really want to do the barbecues
Okay.
and things.
Yeah.
I don't really like the noises.
I know you don't like the noises.
Okay? And it seems like now that I don't like the noises, it's like the people around me
Want to shoot the noises.
as loud as they can right next to me.
Yeah.
There was a guy down, we went to Grafton,
Okay.
and there was a guy that drove around in this little Jeep, and he had a cannon in the back. Okay? And at any given time, he could just let one off. And the first time it happened, it was like my eyes rolled back in the back of my head. It was like I thought I had an episode. And
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. And the people that were with me, my children,
Yeah.
they were kind of like, "Are you okay?" And I can't tell you, like, what that felt like. It was terrible.
Panic, probably.
Yes, but I did like the weather.
The weather wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't overly hot.
I went the
Which was
day
good.
after the 4th.
The day after the 4th, it was pleasant.
Yeah, it was like in the 70s.
I'm going to say right now that, listen, I kind of feel like once you've seen one firework, you've seen them. You've seen them all.
You did. There's
like, ooh, ah.
That's all you do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And how many times do you get up for the finale? You think it's the finale?
It's
Oh,
not.
oh, and there's more. Great.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're getting ate up by mosquitoes.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, like, it's all right.
The traffic.
The traffic's stupid, you know? But-
It's a green circle. It's a red circle. It's a blue one. And then the little squigglies.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I will say, I think that they're pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't need... It feels like they're so long when they're only like 15, 20 minutes.
Right, but
But
it
it
feels
feels like it's forever.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm thinking about the traffic afterwards.
Yeah.
Like 15 minutes of ooh, ah, and then 35 to 45 minutes home, and I'm only like 5 miles away.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was okay. So, we had barbecues this weekend. Not like went to barbecues this weekend. Okay, so we went to this one barbecue, and we're roasting weenies. All right. And I don't know what my problem was, but I dropped 3 hot dogs off that damn stick.
You can get them?
No, I dropped 3 of them off. They fucking broke and fell into the fire. I was so pissed off. And then Landon, my son, being the witty little motherfucker that he is, looks at everyone that I don't really know that well and says, "She's an indoor mom."
Oh.
And they all looked at him and were like, like the pity for him. And I was like, you are about to
They knew exactly what that meant.
I
They wanted to go give you. Let me do this.
Like,
Let me
I
do that.
felt extremely insulted, but I said, he's about to be an adopted kid. And I was like,
Which there's nothing wrong with it.
there's nothing wrong with that, but like, there's nothing wrong with being an indoor mom either, except I'm kind of like, you don't get the weird tan lines I have from being indoors.
Right.
Like, you get this from being at the ball field, being at the soccer field,
Checking your maters.
gardening.
Yeah.
Walking and stuff. So for him to be like, she's an indoor mom, I was like, that was really quick and witty, but I also hate you and make your own fucking hot dog.
Well, I don't think that you can make them
I make them any other time.
inside.
You can microwave them, you can boil them. I have sometimes even put them on a griddle and cooked them.
Hot dogs on a griddle?
Yeah. If the gas goes out,
Don't you boil them?
you can. I don't want to boil them.
Okay,
I don't want to have to get rid of that hot dog water.
I'm a boiler.
You're a
I'm
boiler?
a boiler.
No.
Because you put them in the
Microwave for 30 seconds.
No,
Bam,
they
bam.
split.
Yeah, perfect for your sauces.
I don't use sauces.
Then you turn it over and it hangs onto the bun so it doesn't fall out. I'm just saying. Okay, when I said what he said, did you immediately go, ooh?
I did, but then I was like, man, he is smart. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. He's like, she's an
He
indoor
wasn't
mom.
saying anything bad. He was saying, cut her some slack, guys. This isn't what you do. That's.
But I do cook outside. I was like a grill and things.
How?
I've
in a
made-
given summer, how many times do you roast hot dog or put
I
hot
don't know.
dogs on the
I've
fire?
roasted you a hot dog. I've roasted you a s'more.
You
You've
have.
seen me do it.
Yes.
I don't know what was wrong with those defective hot dogs that they kept falling off the stick.
It was definitely the hot dogs.
Like, I was
Guys, would you think it's the
I
hot
don't know.
dogs?
I don't know. But it was pissing me right off. And then it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Just
Is
a
that
little.
what you were talking about?
No, that was something else.
Okay.
No, it escalated from there.
Oh, because we were already hurt.
Our feelings were like bruised.
Brittle.
And then,
Thin ice.
yeah, and then the next day he went for the kill shot.
Oh, and then I wasn't helping.
No, you weren't helping at all. And then I started my period and I was like, ha, I'm not a weak ass little bitch. That's the reason that I was,
You do know that you read the text messages wrong, right?
No, but I spoke to my wife. That I don't know her name. You can't say Michelle. Like
that's not how I
Okay.
said it though.
Okay, if I said no, but I spoke to my husband, that's exactly how I say it. If I ever say no, but I spoke to my husband, know that there is some snark behind it.
So you read it snarky.
Yes, because otherwise I'd be like, no, but I talked to Chris. Like, I don't know Michelle's name.
That wasn't the one I was talking about. There was more than one.
Yeah, but I feel like I can tell when you're snarky on your things, when you get heated about stuff. So, just like you can tell about me.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. Oh, did you hear that? I sounded like I was from Wisconsin. Oh yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
Not that there's anything with Wisconsin. We love the Wisconsin people.
All of them.
Enjoy?
She's kind of Minnesota, right? I mean, she's from Wisconsin, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we love her.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The maintenance man.
the pool cleaner. Anyways.
Anyway, yeah. So, anyways, that. What else? Is there anything else?
I think there's a little bit more.
Okay, let's go. A little bit more.
I don't think there is. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. The research that I put into this murderer today
Uh-huh.
wasn't.
Top notch.
No,
You watched a doc on it.
I've
though.
seen a doc on him before. He's not nice.
Okay, I'm gonna say right now.
That's what you read wrong.
What?
When I said I'm trying to find one, because you have told me that you don't like a particular
No.
type of.
You said that meet your standards.
No, that's how you read it. I said that meet your standards because you have told me that you don't like it. You even said it on the podcast. See now how I'm saying it? And then I could tell from what you said back. I wish we could put those text messages up.
Yeah.
I want to see how people, for instance, if I say this, we're talking, we're texting back and forth, and I say, have a nice day.
In the middle of a conversation, he says, "Have a nice day." Is this not a normal way to end conversations? Because it's like people say "have a nice day" as like a sign off, a goodbye.
I like to tell you on a daily basis to have a nice day.
You haven't told me in like over a month
Because
to have a nice day.
It's mostly because you're an indoor mom, but I have.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
No, you haven't.
Well, have a nice day.
Yeah. Well, you have a nice day too.
Thanks.
Okay. So anyway, about the research of the guy or whatever.
Yeah.
I did some research. There's not too much on his background that I found. So
He's just me.
yeah, but I mean, that's why I'm kind of eating up time here.
Yeah.
to
To me, he's kind of like a lazy, just a criminal.
Yeah,
Like.
probably. On a separate note, I know did I tell you that the tomato bandit's back?
See, now we're getting somewhere.
I tell you that?
No, but I have some things I want to tell you on the
But
paranormal side as well.
It
Bear with us,
wasn't-
guys.
Sorry, guys. We got to catch up. And we've been arguing for 3 days.
She's been arguing. I have not been arguing.
He's been difficult, though.
I don't even know if that's true.
I feel like it is.
Everything is fucking great.
Anyway, tomato bandit's back, but this time it's not the one tomato plant.
Okay.
It's all 5 of them.
All of them are being hit.
Plucked.
Okay, why don't you have a camera out there?
I do have a camera out there.
And?
I turned up the sensitivity. Now I gotta wait for my plants to grow more tomatoes so the thieves can come back and snag them.
So
And
then
then-
you'll get somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I'm gonna get is I'm gonna have Levi up there with his BB gun, and then I'm gonna let him pop off, and he's gonna have a field day.
I feel that's a good thing to do, especially with a house full of windows.
What are you talking about?
Your house is full of windows.
I know. He's got so many vantage points.
I was thinking about correct windows.
He's gonna be in the house in his room, looking
Oh,
over.
down. Okay. Yeah, a little
Snipey.
sniper. Okay.
Snipey snipe. You know?
I have 2 paranormal things.
Okay.
I want you to put a camera up, and I want you to catch this bandit.
Neither are paranormal. Still on the tomatoes.
That
Do you
is-
have a camera?
Well, we thought it may have some paranormal ties.
Yes, we thought that. I thought Dogman liked tomatoes, maybe, because I've seen that weird thing, but I haven't seen anything weird lately.
Okay, well, I have when I walked into this room.
Okay.
And I want to ask you about this. And I want you to believe me, guys. I want you to believe me on this because
Brian, I have a question.
Sure.
Is my room the most haunted place you
some
go?
bitches got some stuff going on. Every time I'm in here, I'm like, what is that? It's all over the place.
Got a lot of windows.
If I can have you do something for me real quick, you have to get up, okay?
Okay.
And I know you guys won't be able to see it, but she's just going to go sit on her bed
Okay.
real quick. Just go sit on the bed real quick, and while you're doing it, I'm going to look at you with your proper woman hair.
Okay.
Okay, now you can sit back down.
Did you debunk it?
No, no, I didn't.
You did not.
No, and I'm going to say it, and I want to know if this happened to you. Okay, so when you go sit down, I see in your TV, there's a TV behind your bed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you sit down, I see the back of your shirt.
Okay.
And I can see the back of your hair.
Uh-huh.
So when you did that earlier,
Mm-hmm.
there was an orange streak that went across the TV.
Okay.
Okay. And I thought it was your face.
Am I orange now?
It was like an orangish, no.
Okay.
But it was out of the corner of my eye, and I just glimpsed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, it looked like it was an orangish color that went across the screen.
Okay.
And I've been wanting you to sit down again so I can debunk, because I'm an excavator. I am an excavator.
You are not.
And an investigator.
Uh-huh.
So, you just did it again.
Yeah.
And I did not see that. Have you ever had anything where you thought you've caught a glimpse in this room, whether it be your mirror, your windows, plural, TV, or anything?
Like,
And don't do what you normally do.
which is what?
Maybe it may have happened. There's that one time where somebody was standing in the closet. So
There was one time where
I
someone
know,
was standing in the
I
closet,
know.
and I was like, nah, it's
Have
just
you
the
caught
clothes.
anything like that?
I mean, I see things out of the corner of my eye all the time. I'm pretty sure it's my long ass eyelashes.
Oh, damn, girls. Beauty tips by Richel. I'll give you a little rain head and some 12-inch eyelashes. Okay.
No, like shadow or whatever. The other day, I was downstairs.
Do you believe me?
I do believe you. I do believe you. Levi's seen some things up here. The other day, I was downstairs reading my book, and I heard 3 knocks. And I thought, but they were really light, so I thought someone was maybe at the door, and I leaned back, and no one was at the door, and I was like, no one needs to know who's knocking. Like, I don't care. And I was like, it's pipes. It's the pipes. But I don't necessarily know if it's pipes. Did I tell you about the time someone grabbed my leg in bed?
Okay. So I think for this podcast today,
Uh-huh.
we just have a free-for-all and do what we're doing here, because I'm like really interested in this stuff. Can we do that?
Guys, what do you think? I mean, I want to go over this. I don't have that much stuff, so I feel like we could still do it.
Okay.
This guy.
Special episode.
Special episode.
You get a little bit of a killer, but you're getting a lot of other shit today.
Yeah. No, I was sleeping, and I don't really know I don't really know how to explain it. I wasn't like fully asleep.
Okay.
And you know, at the Conjuring house, when you grabbed my leg and I said it was really hard, like I felt like you were going to jerk me out of
Because
bed.
I'm fucking powerful.
We are full of ourselves today.
Oh, all me?
I said we.
We
like
are.
I was saying me with my eyelashes and you with your powerful. You
yeah.
flexed for
I
camera.
did. It hurt.
He's got a bad shoulder.
Thank God you guys don't watch these.
Yeah, thanks God.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Someone grabbed my leg when I was in bed.
And you're sure it wasn't me?
You weren't here. Chris was working. The kids, were sleeping. It was a man's hand grabbed my leg, and I didn't jump out of bed, but I scooted it like I was sitting straight up with my feet curled up. I said, "Hey now!" I said, "We are not going to do that."
And you know what? I've seen her in flight mode, and there's never any flight. I've seen her when situations come. Remember the time when the person said that there were people with axes?
Yeah.
And what you did?
Tell them what I did.
Well, so we were on an investigation for ghost hunters, and there was some things happening. We got a flat tire at one point, and somebody had mentioned
Brian's
that
deathly ill in the
I'm
back
sick
seat.
as shit. Could have been COVID.
It could have been COVID.
I mean, that was like 2 weeks of that stuff.
Yeah, but it was before anybody had heard anything about COVID.
Right, but right as
It was
2 episodes later, they told us about COVID, remember?
Yeah, and things got shut down and stuff.
Yes. So anyways, we are, we're trying to get this tire changed. It's brutal. It's not going well at all. And
We're in the other car.
we're in the lead car now.
Yeah, we're in the lead car now. Has all working tires.
We're ready to go.
Yes.
My bad. Anyways, as we're getting in the car, somebody says, get in your car as fast as you can. There is a truck that's pulled up, and it's got guys in it, and they have axes, right?
Yes.
There was a sheer moment of panic by some people, but not by these two, okay?
These two handled our shit.
Didn't have any issues with that. They kind of were like, okay, game time. She hops in the driver's seat. She's going to get the hell out of here. And, like, the way she did it was like, there was no fear. It was all business.
Yeah, it was like
we're getting out
lock
of
the door.
Yep, we're going.
And I also says, like, first of all, I always say, like, you know, when we talk about, like, scary movies and things, I'm like, I'll be a sole survivor. Because all my thoughts were, you're not making to the car before they get you. So I'm not sticking around.
Right.
Like,
sorry about your bad luck. I'm out.
Yeah, you ran up here to tell me to lock the doors.
Yeah.
Because
Good
people
luck.
with axes.
Yeah.
But you didn't hop in. That is Darwin's law. That is survival of the fittest, and you aren't making it. That is not indoor mom shit.
No,
that is
not. That's straight
apocalyptic mom shit.
king of the jungle. Like you're the stuff.
Yeah. So
leg grabbed. Man,
leg
we are
grab.
jumping all over.
I know.
I hope you guys can follow
yeah,
this.
but the leg grab, and I was like, so I scolded him. I scolded ghosts.
And it stopped.
Yes. I
Okay.
was like, we don't mess with me while I'm laying in bed.
In my house,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday morning, getting up,
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Heard breathing behind me.
Uh-huh.
Loud.
Yeah.
Thought it was for sure one of the Utes.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe Michelle. Turn around. Nothing.
Was it Mia?
No. I get up before everybody.
Even the dog.
Yeah, I do. Little startled by it because I know I heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. I sat down on the couch to drink my little protein shake,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, before I went to the gym. And I hear the breathing going down my hall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's
Well,
going down. I did purchase a couple new things.
Yeah, you've got you got 3 dolls.
New ones.
New ones. And things have been happening since you brought the one back.
Yes.
But
Anyways, thanks
Yeah.
for catching up, guys.
yeah, nice catching up.
Let's talk about a killer.
Anyway, so apparently my room is really haunted, according to Brian. I've seen some things I don't
I mean, if your leg's grabbed by unknown forces, I think it leads me to believe that something's not normal.
I mean, yeah.
It's like the first time, girl. Like, okay.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you posted. You know what? You keep me posted. You're more observant in here.
That's because I'm tough as shit, but I want to get to the bottom of it. I come in here, I'm like
that's
this.
because I'm scared.
I come in here, I'm like, dude.
Anyway, let's get to our killer today, okay?
All right.
Date
sorry.
of murders, March to November of 1994. Didn't have a long run, I'd say. Short.
8 months.
That's not that bad.
It's a lot of killing in 8 months. Go ahead.
Number of victims, 5 to 6.
It's a lot of people. Go ahead.
I mean, there's billions, but yeah. It's a decent amount, okay? Anyway, born January 25th, 1962 in Clifton Forge, Virginia. His father died 6 months before he was born of the black lung disease because he was a coal miner, which always reminds me of Zoolander. I don't know if you've seen that show where he's like,
Got the black lung.
I got the black lung. And they're like, you're down there for 1 day. Anyway, so died 6 months before he was born. The mother remarried several times. Didn't say how many, just said several times. Okay.
Okay, mama.
He was abused along with his mother and older brother by his second stepfather, who was a very violent alcoholic, and this happened until the age of 13.
Yeah, it's not good.
No. But one day,
Oh, shit.
he had had enough. Okay? And he decided to fight back.
Yeah. At 13?
Yeah. Like he was like, we's done had it.
I feel like I've done that.
Yeah. Severely injuring his stepfather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Had a little anger problem from an early age.
Yeah. Normally if you're gonna fight with at 13 with your dad, I'm assuming that's probably not gonna go your way.
Not normally.
because
Dads are tough.
dads are tough.
Indoor or outdoor dads.
Yeah, both of them. But yeah. So anyway, he ended up leaving the house shortly after this because his mother chose to stay in the marriage.
Scared.
She's scared, yeah. But while he's in the hospital, get going, gal.
Right. Oh,
get
man.
your kids.
Bye-bye.
Leave. Don't tell
Fly.
him where you're at.
You'll find a man.
Yeah. He was the second stepfather, which means you found 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
original
then-
one,
Yeah.
the first, and
What's
then the
another
second.
one?
Yeah, get going.
Bye-bye.
Look, he just gave you an out, and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
Drain the bank accounts.
Just leave.
You need money. Drain the bank accounts.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Whatever you got to do to get out
That
of
is the prepper in me.
it. I see that.
So anyway, he leaves the house, and which also I probably would be like, I would hate for the guy to come back because I'm sure that that's not going to be good after you put him, like if he's in the hospital, and
You got some shit coming.
yeah, when he is better,
Yeah.
you might want to get the hell out of Dodge as well.
If he didn't have any problems abusing you before,
I know. I want to know why the older brother didn't do something
he could have been a weak puss.
like Tim.
Tim is not.
I'm messing Tim.
Tim is not.
The only reason I said that is because I know he doesn't listen. Because otherwise, I would not say that. Tim
No.
is scary.
He's a brutal beast.
It's
Oh my
Brian looked like a
God.
teddy
I'm
bear.
not passed out when you said that. He's
You're
gonna
like-
beat me up. He's only 6'4". Jesus Christ. You got balls, lady. Okay.
Oh my goodness. And he's the younger brother.
Middle.
Middle.
I have
Younger
a
brother.
17-year-old brother
Yeah.
too.
He's your younger brother.
Okay.
Okay, he's the middle brother, which we all know what they say about the middle kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he was homeless for the next few years, and then he began trying to earn money by being a prostitute. You don't see that
At all. A
very
lot.
often.
He was gonna be one?
Yeah, he was earning money being a prostitute.
Like good money?
I don't
I'm
know.
only asking for friends.
I don't know.
For
Because he was homeless. He did it for a few years.
God, can't you go to the local Home Depot?
Yeah.
I'll move carts.
McDonald's?
I mean, I would probably prostitute before that.
Really?
That grease?
Free food?
It's not good food.
It's delicious food.
Well, again, we have issues.
All right. Anyway, so in 1982, only like 19, 20 years old, he's arrested for beating and sexually assaulting his girlfriend.
It's terrible.
It is terrible. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison.
Dang.
Okay. Not homeless anymore.
Still prostituting.
Still prostituting. He probably was living, I don't know if he was, this is just me assuming based off of the stuff with him. He was probably living with her.
Yeah,
There's a
we're-
pattern here.
Yeah, he's
with
not a-
things,
Right.
you know? But anyway, 6 years in prison, and then in 1991, he's released. And then he's convicted of unarmed robbery. When I first read this,
Unarmed.
unarmed, I was like, how the hell did you
You just
rob
walk
someone?
in and say, give me all your shit.
Unarmed. But then I later found out it was in the theft of an elderly woman's purse. So it's
Okay.
exactly like you see on the movies where like they're running by and they snatch it and keep going.
Yeah.
Like you just have to be fast.
Way to go, you little jerk.
Yeah. And for that he was sentenced for 4 years but only had to serve 2.
Hey, that's a lot for a purse.
Yeah. What did it have? Some Werthers in it? And
It's
those
an old-
strawberry
it's an
candies?
old
Those
lady.
are good.
Yeah, okay, let me tell you about the killings, okay, and how they started. The first victim's name was John Hardy Roberts. He was 59.
Mm-hmm.
He encountered the killer at a popular gay bar in Daytona Beach, Florida,
Okay.
in March. And this is, like I said, he'd be the first victim. He's a single insurance salesman originally from Tennessee who was looking for a meaningful relationship. Roberts offered the killer, hey man, come stay in my home with me.
Because he's homeless.
And he probably fancied him, okay? The killer accepted his offer, but spoke of his girlfriend often, leaving Roberts very frustrated. So he's trying to stay there, but he wants to let him know I'm not gay, I guess, or whatever. Maybe he didn't like him.
Yeah.
On March 14th, Roberts gave the killer an ultimatum. Make up your mind, bruh. Okay? It's me or her. I'm going to allow you to live here, but I don't want you to be with her. I want you to be with me.
Yeah.
Okay? So the killer, that was 32 at the time, responded by bashing Roberts over the head with a lamp before beating and strangling him. Okay? Now, when I watched the documentary and I watched the actual guy say what he did, he said he was at the house, they were drinking beer, and Roberts put on a porn movie. Okay? A gay porn movie or whatever. And for some reason, he did not like it at all. And it made him... It's very unclear about this abuse that he got from his second
stepfather. They don't know if he was sexually abused or if he was just physically, like, violent abuse.
He claims that when he saw that, the sexual abuse stuck in his mind, and that's what made him do it.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what I seen on the documentary. He ended up bashing him over the head with a lamp before beating and strangling him. Robert's body was discovered amidst the aftermath of a severe struggle by a friend who broke into his home after being unable to reach him for more than a day. So,
jeez.
So a whole day. When I go missing,
I'm not breaking into your house. You don't even lock your door.
Police, I don't. Police quickly named the killer as a suspect, so they kind of know who this guy is. But they lost track of him as he used Robert's car and credit cards to make his way to Washington, D.C. So this is a case where there's a serial killer. He's not technically a serial killer here, but he's killed somebody, and they kind of know who it is. And the police work was just a tad bit behind where they couldn't figure it out. But they
have an idea. They're like,
yes.
Hey.
And they start throwing this stuff out to different supermarkets, the paper, and all this stuff. And people are seeing this guy all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're calling in on him. Boom. He's just ahead of everybody. This was not a super smart guy, but he knows street.
He's street smart. So
he is able to get out there and be ahead of everybody by not really doing too much. Like, I know one time somebody encountered him and said that you got to be this person. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm Tim something. He gave him a totally different name. And they just believed him. Like, he was living in their home. They just believed him. Oh, okay, you look like him. No, I'm not. And they didn't do anything about it. Guys.
Don't let strangers live in your house.
Right. And if you think he's like the Zodiac, tell him. Tell somebody.
Know.
He ain't even going to be your buddy after that. Okay?
I'm going to tell you right now, though, like, if I thought you were a serial killer, okay, they had a description, like, could meet your description, and things checked out, and I
don't even
turned
like where this is
you
going.
over to the police, like, informed the police, and then you got brought in for questioning, would our friendship survive?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what
the adventure team has now become the team, and it's just, you're out. If I'm found innocent?
Yeah, but like, I thought that you weren't.
Nope, we'll just be as fine as we were before.
It won't be like a funny story, like, remember that time I thought you were a serial killer and turned you over to the cops?
Yeah, would that be funny? I don't think I like this. Let's go to Washington, D.C. when he gets there, okay? Making me sweat. So when he gets to Washington, D.C., the killer targets a guy named David Jarman. He's a 39-year-old loan officer who was out at a gay bar in DuPont Circle. Witnesses say they saw Jarman leave the bar with a man who closely resembled the killer. Okay? Then the next day, on April 14th, Jarman's body would be found in his Maryland home in a pool of his own blood. A sex toy had been shoved down his throat, and according to the news. And the killer quickly moved to Georgia, where he killed 72-year-old Milton Bradley. That's a crazy name to have. Why would you name your kid that? Sorry, sir, that passed, but Milton Bradley, that's like a famous name, right?
I don't know.
The Games?
Oh. Yeah,
I would definitely turn you in.
I like it.
Okay, Bradley.
I was wondering why it sounds so familiar, but I thought it was just because I had read the information.
And I'm looking at you like, you don't know who Milton Bradley the
I was
Games
like,
are?
yeah, I read it. And then do you guys ever do that where like you read something and then someone says it and you're like, oh yeah, I know, and then never mind, whatever. Continue.
The Games. Okay, well, Bradley, Milton type, was a World War II veteran who was a fixture in Savannah. A lot of people knew him. He
Also came up with game boards.
Yes, he did. Also a big gamer. It's not the same fella, but in this case he can be.
Okay.
He suffered a shrapnel wound while serving his country, and later he underwent a lobotomy. Okay. He was disabled and is known as a kind, gentle old man who liked to feed the pigeons in the park and help around the family's locksmith shop. A local police officer who considered Bradley a friend, or a local police officer thought he was a friend or whatever. That has no purpose in that. Anyways, also met the killer at a gay bar. All right. After spending the night shooting pool, the killer offered to give Bradley a ride home.
At age 72, after a lobotomy and shrapnel,
You like what
you're prowling the town.
you're prowling.
Aren't you tired?
You're tired. Yes, but he served his country. He can do what he wants. They were seen leaving together by several other men, who noted the killer had come on them in a way that left them creeped out.
Come on to them. He just said, "Come on them."
That's what came onto them, and they
like,
felt.
There's words.
He used the same words. He spit game the
Hit
same
on
way.
him.
Yeah,
Rizzed him up.
Riz. He gave him the riz, and it was they were creeped out. Thank you. You're beautiful. I love you so much. The killer didn't drive Bradley home, instead heading to a golf course where he beat the elderly man to death with an old toilet and suffocated him by cramming leaves down his throat.
Jesus.
That's...
He survived the war? And
yeah.
then...
This is just a crime. That's whatever he had at the moment.
You're a prick.
Terrible human being.
I mean, he's not... He's dead now, but
yes.
You're a real son of a bitch.
The cop said it was the most violent crime scene he's ever seen. It was supremely overkill. 8 days and several hundred minutes later, the killer targeted Alverson Carter Jr., who was found stabbed to death in Atlanta. He moved on to Florida. He moved on to the Florida town of Hilliard, where he killed 37-year-old Albert Alice Morris, whom he viciously beat with a marble dish, shot in the chest, and stuffed a towel in his mouth. The guy's parents found his body. The killer would go on to assume the identity of another man, Timothy Whitfield. How did I remember that name? Did you remember me saying Tim?
Yeah, I also remembered Milton.
Thank you. He went on to take Timothy Whitfield's his ID for 4 months to evade authorities, even going so far as serving time in jail for minor infractions for what this Whitfield was in trouble for. He served time for somebody else.
Gee, don't you guys have fingerprints by now? I'm sure that you fingerprint people. They're not matching up.
No. Then on November 20th, 1994, one day after he was placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, the killer, he killed Walter Hinton. Hinton was a Jacksonville floral designer who offered the killer, still living under Tim Whitfield's name, a place to stay. At 42 years old, Hilton would become the killer's last victim. After day laborers who knew Hilton was living with Whitfield found him stabbed and strangled. They told police about the killer, and he was arrested, brought in, and he basically said, "I'm tired of this."
Yeah.
He said, "Look, I'm tired of this. Do you really want to know who I am?" He confessed to everything right there, beginning with the first kill, and
Didn't they find it, like, the killer with his last victim's body, like, was in the house still? Like,
wasn't very. He was
like he was in the house 2 days after he had killed him or something like that.
still looking for money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he did say that he was sorry for all the pain and suffering that he had caused. I never wanted this to be my life. It's not like you wake up one day and decide, hell, I'll be a serial killer. That's what he said. But only several years earlier, this guy spoke differently of killings for which he was responsible, saying in 2014, he believed all the men that he killed deserved to be killed. I just wanted to kill as many people as I could before they killed me, or they caught me. This guy...
So, like, that was, at first, he said that you don't wake up to be a serial killer?
When he was caught.
Yeah. So he was trying to play...
Yeah, like, give me a little pity here.
Yeah, he was probably
I
trying...
didn't mean to do it. Have your kids ever said that? I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
He wasn't a good person.
No. Why I said about the girlfriend, him beating and sexually assaulting her or whatever, like, felt like there was a pattern. He lived with quite a few of these people and then killed them. Like, several of his victims he lived with.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who were just being nice. Don't invite people into your homes.
So,
Strangers.
with the information we gave you, and we know this was a all over the place podcast, but you know what? We don't have any kind of script. We're going to do what we do, and we're going to say what we want to say.
I will say I hadn't heard of this guy.
Okay. Do you know who we're talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay, let them know.
I mean, I do. Now.
His name is Gary Lee Bowles.
It's Gary Ray.
No, it's Lee. It's Gary Bowles. It may be Lee or Ray. Leroy. Stop.
Leroy. Becky, you're embarrassing me in front of our friends.
I did mess that up. His name's Gary Bowles, and
Known...
Timothy Whitfield. Whoever Milton Bradley, whoever he wanted to be.
He's known as the I-95 killer.
Yes, which really doesn't make any sense other than these people lived on that stretch of highway. He didn't kill them on the roads. I don't like the name.
Come up with a different name.
Right. So, brutal, overkiller.
Really like cramming stuff down people's throats.
Yeah, and then on the documentary he says why he did that.
Would you like to enlighten us?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, he just shut him up more.
Oh, okay.
Like the Milton Bradley, the World War II veteran, when he talked about that, he was just like, hey man, he was right there. He tried to actually hit him with a rod of a fence that he got first, and he couldn't do it. So whatever was next, that's what he went with.
That's horrible.
Just wanted money. He's a terrible person.
Just ask for money. They're already giving you a place to stay. I'm sure they'd give you money too.
Guys, like I said, Home Depot, it's not that difficult.
Starbucks? They speak a different language at Starbucks though, so.
What do you mean?
Tall, grande, venti.
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Mocha latte.
No, I don't. I'm like, give me the coffee
Espresso?
in a medium cup.
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry we were all over the place. You know, it happens. But I don't know. You got anything else you want to say, Bri?
I don't. I'm done with talking.
Okay, me too. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, download, and tell your friends about it.
Yeah,
because
please.
that will really help us out as well. And other than that, go out there and make every day an adventure.
Bye.
Bye.